Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode 157. This one being the 157th episode of the anime, Kara's Footsteps. The episode starts off with seeing two characters who, as far as I know, have never worked together before on a mission together. Well, I'll get to who they are in a minute. First, we see the intelligence team that Sai took over, and they were here open up at the Hidden Rain Village. For the first time since Naruto Shippuden, this place has been seen. I think the last this place was seen was when Obi killed Conan, kind of the smoking hot woman who could turn to paper. Kill her just to steal her, the two men she had a thing for, to steal the Rasengan eyes. That was last time this place was seen. And apparently, over the years, the place has gone to ruin. And this I thought was quite strange, though. Now, this is something that's been sort of in retcon the series, that various villages were attacked during the Fourth Ninja War. Maybe one, but a highlight that was the Hidden Rain Village, and this is another one of the series' very strange retcons. The various cities were attacked during the Fourth Ninja War. Unless they were attacked off screen, this was never shown that I can think of. Yeah. And the Hidden Rain Village is in ruin. Now, how the heck it got in ruin possibly was attacked, but it's never thoroughly explained. And it's also explained, apparently this place was never rebuilt at the Fourth Ninja War. Unknown why that was is something the episode just never bothered to explain why. It could be due to lack of funds, or the fact that people just don't freaking care about this village. Yep. Now, who are the two people who team up in this episode who have never did a team up before? Why, it's Sai and Sasuke. The two guys married to two of the most hottest women in the series, Sakura and Ino. Yep. It's like, wow, Sakura and Ino must be jumping for joy that their husbands are working together on a mission. Yeah. Yep. And this is quite interesting, though. Now, from what I know about Sai, he was meant to be sort of a replacement for Sasuke. He's sort of a carbon copy of Sasuke. And it's interesting, though. Now, these two have the only time these two have ever interacted with each other in the entire franchise was a brief moment at the start of Season 2. That was the only time these two ever interacted. Because that's a strange thing about these two. Aside from that one interaction way back in Season 2 of Shippuden, which I believe was if I remember, I think it was like the third arc of the series, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was second, third arc, the Delta for Shippuden. And that was the first time these two have ever interacted with each other on screen. After that, not that I can think of. I know in this series, prior to this episode, I don't think these two have ever shared a screen together before, which is quite interesting. And I can at least gotta praise the fact that the series apparently did their homework. Apparently these two, having these two work together to infiltrate the hidden city of the Hidden Rain Village, brilliant stroke of genius, because these two are known for intelligence gathering. So why not? Eagles referenced frequently in this episode. So they go and explore the village for a little while. They don't really talk very much, though. They just look around while being doused in rain. And then they get inside. Apparently, they go into this sewer facility. By the way, Sai's team, aside from the opening part of the episode, they're never seen again. They're mentioned once after this, but that's it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, these three characters, one of whom happens to be a big Kakashi fanboy. And I don't remember this guy's name at all, aside from the fact this group was... Now here's the thing. Their original Jonin instructor was injured during one of the missions, and Sai just took them over, and was mentioned by him to the Abu Black Ops unit is different than what he used to be. Yeah, I think it's mostly different for intelligence gathering. You're not just basically do assassinations here and there. I mean, if you look at Sai, he was an Abu Black Ops. And so why not have teach these guys intelligence gathering? And from what I can tell, these guys did a fantastic job what they're given. So they go to this sewage facility, which apparently was a base. They imply it's a main base for Kara, but nope, it's not the main base. It's a facility of theirs. So they go inside and they're attacked by one of the citizens who just happened to be there. And this guy is the only person they're seeing there. Because here's the thing. When the first time this village was shown in the franchise, in canon was, not counting what happened in Season 19, when Jiraiya, one of the three great shonin, infiltrated the village, the place was a bust. Despite the fact there was lots of rain, there at least was people there. This didn't show anybody aside from this one guy. So, he basically offers him a drink, nice of him to do. He introduces him as Tojima, I think his name is. Yeah, and he shows him inside, in exchange for allowing Barry's friend's body. But there's an ulterior motive here. But I'll get to that. So they go inside, and apparently there's like some areas marked off, and apparently it's noted by Sasuke later he actually was keeping notice of this guy. So they lead him down to a particular area, and he disappears. He runs ahead because apparently this is where his friends were killed by poison gas. Also, we kind of see Kara organization for the first time, but mostly don't see our faces. Look like some facility. They go inside. Oh yeah, apparently the place was... Now they mentioned this facility was shut down via a gas leak. Which, that kind of was true. Mostly, but there was a different reason for that. So, they go in, and they get there, and something strange happens. Like, they go down, and then apparently they're caught in a trap. And then the guy goes, oh yeah, I was actually working with the car. I was cooperating with the car all along. And I'm basically here to kill you guys. So after he takes off his mask, he's like, so nice to breathe. And then all of a sudden, right behind him is Sasuke and Sai. Oh yeah, and how in the world they managed to escape the poison gas, you might ask? Shadow Clone Jutsu. I get that Sasuke probably knows, probably because of seeing Naruto. Sai must have known at some point, or he must know transformation. It's possible. And they briefly he tries to escape because Sasuke pointed out to him that his level of ninjutsu was not a level of his and Sai because, well, they're hidden leaf of the shinobi. So they go and they take him down, but it looks like though he was poisoned because the mask he used was not very useful. It was actually pretty bad. And then he dies, and then the place starts collapsing. So Sai draws a big bird and gets on it. Though Sasuke and him do see some brief experiment, see that they sort of uncover like a lab, but they couldn't. They basically did see it, but they had to go away quickly because the place was collapsing. And then we see that they look at the place, and then we cut straight to Naruto's office. Yep, Naruto. First time he's actually popped up in the series in a little while, actually. If I remember, I think the last time he showed up in the series, like, I'm trying to think, though. I think it may have been sometime back when, I'd say, was probably when Shikamaru was, not Shikamaru, when Shikide was promoted to Chonin. That may have been the last time I saw him. I don't remember, because it's been a little while since I've seen it, because, well, the series was on break for a few months, so I kind of forgot when the last time he showed up. So, we see him, we see Shikamaru, always great to see this guy. Of course, he was mentioned in the last episode, great to see him here. And they give a detailed report that, well, they saw a lab down there, about the lab, and they confirmed that, of course, they confirmed both there at the facility and in Naruto's office, they confirmed that Kara does exist, and they have people cooperate with them. That's all they were able to obtain, which is good information to pass along to the five great villages. That's the way Naruto probably sees it, and he says that he should speak to the other ones basically about helping the Hidden Rain village. Good on him for doing that. And apparently to get more information out of him, made more information about Kara. And Ino was one been interrogating him. Why not? She's part of the clan. I think she's probably the head of her own clan now, even though she runs a flower shop. And, well, and then we cut to something quite interesting. We see Kara for the first time, the actual group. I think, from what I can tell from watching this last couple minutes of the episode, It's probably loosely taken from the actual artwork scene from the ending of chapter 15 and the start of chapter 16, where the leader of the group, Jagen, makes his first anime appearance. Jagen, the leader of Kara. There's a mention about vessels here, like it was in the manga. Mostly he questions why was there a facility of theirs still around in the Hidden Rain Village, which apparently was abandoned a long time ago. And the question, like, nothing much for it. And despite the fact that somebody found about one facility, it does disrupt their plans. So they proceed forward, and that's where the episode ends. Wow. Waiting this long. Car first showed up in the manga 3 years ago, and now we finally see them in anime form. I gotta say, the scene itself was done very well. Even the scene was roughly 2 minutes long. It was a great scene, and I can't wait to see more of it. And it looks like, though, we're gonna see more of the group next week in the episode of The Man Who Disappeared. And it looks like there was one member of the crew who looked like it was an old man who was seen briefly this episode. It looks like he's gonna show up next week. Of course, it connects to whatever case. Of course, it looks like also that Kohaku. Not Kohaku, yeah, Kohaku is coming back. Yeah, it's been a while since he was last seen in the series. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. It's been like about 30 episodes since he was last seen. It's been a while, actually. And I'm definitely looking forward to next week's episode. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. My next review, surprisingly enough, I kind of forgot this episode came out yesterday, so I'm going to do it today anyways. I'm going to review the newest episode of Case Closed. And it's a filler episode. We'll discuss that soon, okay? But see you in the next video. Bye.